Hi guys, welcome to another WonderHero update. Just wanted to do an update on the marketplace and also feature a bit about Celeste, which is I believe where most players would consider her the best DPS hero. So I did pick up Celeste because about 2-3 days ago, because I found that her skin as well as her weapons have dropped significantly in price, and I bought her with about close to 100 USDT for a decent skin as well as a very good 3-star weapon. But as of today, just to update on the marketplace, Celeste skins as well as weapons have dropped even lower. Actually, all the hero skins as well as equipment and weapons have dropped lower in general. So for new players considering that want to play WonderHero, your entry cost for 4 heroes, not just three, because your basic entry is just 3 heroes, right? For 3 heroes, it's even lower than before because I did make a video on like cheapest heroes to buy, right? And as of now, which is like 7 days away from making that video, prices have gone even lower and it's even cheaper. So just glance through the marketplace really quickly. So Celeste is considered one of the best DPS heroes. Probably I'll feature some of her skill sets and why people say she's one of the best. One of the best, if not the best, DPS hero. I would say Shion is also pretty good as well. But Celeste has some healing potential and she has some passives that actually raises her damage as well. So which makes her really good as a DPS hero. So if you look at Celeste skins, floor price are like 8 to 10 USDT, right? And these are not bugged as well because sometimes you used to see like very low price skins and weapons which are actually bugged because they're already sold but they stay in the market. And you look at this, these are not bugged as well. These are that means you're perfectly able to buy the skins, which is like really cheap, but obviously the stats are pretty terrible. So it only adds about 120 hit points but they're selling for like really, really cheap, right? 11 and 10. I mean, if you really want to get a decent or good DPS on a budget and you don't mind having less tanking ability, then you could actually consider one of these floor skins. But obviously, if you want like a decently good skin, like this is good. Just for double the price, like 10 USDT more, you can get a skin that gives you 840 hit points as well as a physical resist 6 and 10%. Like this is actually a good skin, the Grave skin. And if you look at this is a 3-star, but this is not bad as well. Obviously, the previous skin that feature is better. So if you're looking at the marketplace, don't just look for the lowest price because you can actually just look through even at the 3-star skins. Some of these Grave skins, right, they actually give pretty good stats. So because they are a bit rare, they are more of a rarer item. So when they are generated, when the NFT for the skins is generated, they are generated with a higher base stats. But obviously, you can also look at maybe some of the 4-star skins and so on. And obviously, this will go up in price, but the stats are a lot better. So if you're planning to go longer term in the game, you might want to spend a little bit more money, get some skins as well as weapons with better stats, and then you can actually go further. But let's just look at the floor price, really cheap. So Celeste skins are now only like 10 USDT for the floor. And if you look at Celeste weapons, like these first two are bugged. So the floor price for a 3-star weapon is 30 USDT, and this is actually a pretty good 3-star weapon. I will argue one of the best 3-star weapons for all the heroes. I will explain later. And if you look at, I'll just browse through quickly, just show you like the floor price of all the heroes, right? So you look at Sarah weapons, 20 USDT, and these are not bugged. You can buy this. Then you look at Sarah skins, floor price is like 12, right? 12 USDT. And pretty good armor and pretty good stats as well. For Nightingale, which is the most expensive hero, because she's like almost the only healer, the other healer with his Link with her 4-star weapon. So Nightingale floor skins are at 5 USDT, right? They used to be a lot more expensive, but her skins has always been not the main issue. The main issue has been the weapons. So take a look at Nightingale weapons. Nightingale weapons now, the floor price is like 55 USDT. I believe like just a short week ago, this could go as much as like 100 USDT, almost double the price. So they have like gone down half, right? 50% in price. And obviously the 3-star weapon is not that great as a healing healing item because it only heals once every 2 turns, and I believe it heals one ally every 2 turns. Then obviously, if you want to heal more for Nightingale, you have to go for her 4-star weapon, which obviously will jump up in price. You can see that the price doubles. But this 4-star weapon, Tulip, obviously has higher attack, which also means it heals for more, but it heals an ally every turn. And it also increases target defense as well. That means it increases the ally defense. So that's for Nightingale floor price. Then if you look at Fuma Kujiro has one of the cheapest weapons I've ever seen in the market. It's almost going down to 5 USDT. And some of these damage values are actually decent, right? 120, this is 7 USDT, it's about 140 plus, right? Then this is 115, so not that good, but really cheap, right? Really cheap. So Fuma Kujiro weapons are the cheapest. Fuma Kujiro skins are also decent, more expensive. 24 for the floor skin. Then let's look at Angela. 5 USDT for the skins at the floor. 16 to 20 USDT as for her floor weapons. That's the floor price for her weapons. Shia Muramasa I would consider one of the best DPS heroes. One of the best, if not the best. She's probably as good as Celeste in terms of like tier list, right? Both Shion and Celeste are S tier DPS. So her weapon is a bit more expensive at 43 USDT. This go for about I think 60 to 80 like a week ago. And if you look at skins, that is like floor price 5 USDT as well. And pretty decent stats, right? For 5 USDT, 500 over hit points. Then Ling skins is more expensive, 20 USDT for the floor skin. And for Ling weapons, really cheap as well, almost as cheap as Fuma's weapons. 8 USDT for her floor 3-star weapon, and it also generates armor when she is at high health, when she attacks an enemy when she's at high health. Probably it generates armor for herself, so makes her a tanky DPS. So that's for Ling. Cersei weapon really cheap. So this 3-star weapon doesn't do any damage, it only boosts allies' attack. I featured this in one of my video, which is that Cersei Bannister is the most underrated support hero ever, and why you should play her if you can afford, and now she's really cheap as well. So 8 USDT for a basic 3-star weapon, and her skins are also quite affordable, 15 to 17 USDT. Then Sigrid Odinson, 15 to about 20 USDT floor price for the skins. And how about her weapons? It's quite cheap as well, right? As cheap as Fuma's weapons, about 7 to 8 USDT. Next up, Valkyrie. Valkyrie is actually considered like a DPS plus a semi-support because she has a passive that increases the distance your allied heroes can cover in the first turn. So that passive is really good, and a lot of her weapons have a passive as well. Like they will construct bonus defense positions for her basic 3-star weapon, and her 5-star weapons will create other defense positions like defense positions that boost attack and so on. So Valkyrie is like DPS and also semi-support. 25 USDT for, how about her hero skin? 5 USDT. Okay, very cheap. Julia is considered actually one of the better, maybe considered S tier or A tier DPS. Then her skin's really cheap, 5 USDT on the floor. Her weapons also decently cheap as well, 20 to 25 USDT for her basic weapon. Fran, her weapons are about 12-15 USDT. Hero skins at about 20-25 USDT. Okay. Kagura Mai, 5 USDT for the skin. Weapons are 14 to 18 USDT. Ashanti, do not buy the Ashanti basic 3-star weapon because it's actually really bad. I believe it's still bad because this Wicked Parasite actually generates tentacles that's supposed to attack the enemy. But the tentacles, most of the time, like they do nothing. They have attack range that's really small and they're kind of bugged. Like they don't really attack enemies when they're supposed to. So do not buy Ashanti's 3-star weapon. If you want to go for Ashanti, you have to buy its 4-star weapon, which is also decently priced, about 20 to 30 USDT. So this is the one that actually does damage. It does damage at the end of the enemy's turn, and it does increasing damage as her debuffs and her damage actually stack on the enemy. Then for Ashanti's hero skin, let's look at the lowest price for skin, 5 USDT. Yoroi Kim 7 to 10 USDT, and the floor price for her skins or weapons 15 to 20 USDT. Celeste, I mentioned already, one of the best DPS hero, S tier DPS, 20 to 35 USDT for the weapon, and the skins are like 8 to 12, right, USDT. And then Helen, when many people consider her one of the best range DPS, I would like argue maybe yes, maybe no, because she does single target range damage as compared with many of the other range heroes, which actually can target multiple heroes. But Helen only targets a single enemy at range. So even though she does do more damage, but it's arguable whether she's the best range hero. Yeah. So her skins are 10 USDT at the floor. Her weapons are about 25 USDT at the floor. So overall, this is just a quick market update. Like a lot of the WonderHero skins as well as the weapons are extremely cheap. They're even lower than when I made those videos about 1 week ago. This is both good and bad. Like if you are a new player or if you are a new player that's looking to enter into the game with your own money, obviously your requirement to buy 3 heroes just to start playing the game is a lot less. Your entry price is a lot less. But you also have to think about your ROI, right? That means because your ROI is not just tied to the coin that you earn. That means the WND as well as the HON coins, which you could sell on a daily basis. So the game doesn't restrict you on selling that. Most of your ROI, most of your profit should come from selling the NFTs that you earn from loot boxes or from dropped from the chapters, right? So since item prices are now skins and weapon prices are also low, that means any items that you earn would also have to sell for a low price. So you have to think about it like, yeah, even though it's cheaper to enter into the game, but is it more profitable or less profitable because items are selling for a cheaper price, and will the item prices keep going lower, right? I'm not too sure because I think the floor price for any listing is the market is actually 5 USDT, which is why equipment is listed for like the cheapest equipment is listed for 5. Because I don't think you can list any equipment for less than 5 USDT. So for even if the everything floods the market, right? Everybody can only list their stuff for 5 USDT, cannot list for anything less than that. So yeah, so it's up to you to consider whether this is good time to enter or not. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. See you guys next time.